Every year, Hasbro gives us an exclusive line. They reboot what was once before and sometimes fail. The Netflix line was a mixed bag, only having picked up during Earthrise. Velocitron was fantastic, getting 2 waves, even if the second never truly released and still probably won't. Sadly, the G2 line flopped hard with every figure being discounted. And now, we have the Star Raiders. Hello and welcome to Jinx, where today we're taking a look at the universe-hopping pirates that once were called the Star Seekers. Legacy United's Star Raiders. First, I was only up for Lockdown, as he was the only character that I cared about and had any sort of attachment to, but then I received Tidal Wave and the rest is history. So, let's start off with the Bounty Hunter. I hate Axel Grease. She is the worst legacy figure for me. Despite this, I still got Lockdown. Yeah, he is absolutely fantastic and was his predecessor out of the water. It isn't what I would have wanted for animated Lockdown, but this isn't animated, it's just Lockdown, well, RLTF Lockdown due to the head. My only real complaint is the hook. I wish that it was just his hand, but I guess that's all they could do with the remold budget from Axel Grease. His car is chunkier than it should be as Lockdown is very low to the ground, but it works. I wish it had spikes on the tyres and the windows have been smoothed out, but it'll do until we get a proper TFA Lockdown. Filch is the only other figure that I wanted at first, as she's a Decepticon Fembot, something that is still very rare today. She is absolutely phenomenal and stomps all over her other mould mates. Her colours are striking, yet dark, which fits her personality as a crow who loves all things shiny. Her head sculpt is very Red 15, which would usually be an insult from me, but I always loved the designs the cons had in that show. She doesn't come with any weapons, unless you want to mutilate her wings, but I think that still suits her as she can just steal a weapon from one of her victims. Her crow mode is gorgeous and fits this mould better than her mates as she's a techno-organic animal. The face is very expressive, which you know is something you'd actually want from a pirate. Cannonball is one of the 3 original Star Seekers. I'm not even going to beat around the bush or seaweed, this is the best figure of the line. He is absolutely incredible and makes me wonder if this has always been the intended use of the mould, the tolerance of the moulding fit it so well. I love the crankcase tooling that references Cannonball's original toy. The hands being able to switch out is something that he shouldn't be without, and you can store them in his shins like his original figure. Mark must have loved this character to do him this well. His alt mode is gorgeous, a departure from the original, but it still feels like the character. Whilst I prefer the Oingo Boingo skeleton on the original, the Vox Skull is a perfect choice considering Cannonball isn't always the same character. Ropig is a new mould to me. I never bothered with Crash Bar as I don't care for weaponizing nor Junkions, so it skipped me. And I'm glad, because this is the perfect way to experience this mould. I love how many details to the original G2 toy were added to the Crash Bar moulding, especially the chest. It's perfect. Having the pipes in clear to reference the OG is something that they didn't have to do, but I'm so glad they did. Whilst he still has his ninja styled face, he comes with Overwatch-esque golden guns. These are like they could obliterate anything, especially his fellow laser cycle. He has the massive throwing class so he can still go toe to toe with his sister without cheating. The transformation can be awkward at first as my left leg is stiff, but it is pretty easy and enjoyable. And the bike has actual articulation that serves both the alt mode and robot, and obviously in case he forgets what franchises, he has it tattooed on his side. Farak is probably the most boring of the lot just due to his colours, but I've had so much fun with it, more than I did with Cyclonus and Metal Hawk. I love how this figure references both the botcon figure along with his Marvel Comics design. The head is uglier than a Tory MP, but it suits him, it even looks like it's melted more than Meltdown. The alt mode is very much just Cyclonus but with extra guns that make it feel like it's from Star Wars, so it fits well with Vector Prime. I have already done a video on Thundertron, well, the Wave 1 version. This is basically that but with vibrant colours and a better head sculpt, along with the hook, but it comes with Night Strike. Finally, I have wanted a Night Strike for years as I loved his Rid 15 episode. I would have preferred a deluxe but this will do for now. He also turns into the flag but with no pole. I didn't want Garthatron so I gave him to a friend, I'm not into weaponizers. Overall, this is a fantastic set of figures and I hope we get more in the future. Maybe an animated Allslick, a Chairman, a Flame War reissue and a G2 Starscream. You know people will buy them, Mark, give us them. I would recommend Filch, Cannonball and Lockdown. You can skip the others, but I'm glad I didn't as I have so much fun displaying them with Tidal Wave. I have been Jinx, and so my look at the Transformers Legacy United Star Raiders capsule. Don't forget to book out the link below in the description. I also going to take a look at another character from the franchise we all love.